Good morning, everyone. So, if you couldn't see from the title, today we will be doing our first ever live cast. I did say the last time that we live streamed that I was going to do a podcast. Um, and I realized that my podcast day and my streaming day would fall on a Thursday, which is today. So it would be best to just do the Crochet Corner live cast. So today we do have a podcast and a live stream all in one. So that does mean that I am not in the Crochet Corner. I am in the box living room, the land of boxes living room. And I do have a buddy with me. Brody is over there. He is having door time because he's just go, 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 that he really needs to calm down sometime. So, with that being said, oh, my hair. With that being said, let me introduce myself. My name is Kai, and I am your host today at the Crochet Corner. And this is episode 9 in our Crochet podcast. So, welcome everybody who's been with me from the beginning. Welcome back. And for any new visitors, I hope you grab your tea, a whip, and you enjoy sitting with us at the Crochet Corner. So, sorry. I don't have any full finished objects. I have one half finished object, a ton of whips, as you know, and then one work in progress that I'm thinking about frogging, but I hope I can salvage. So give me 1 second while I pull up the live chat on the computer, because I see that you guys are chatting, but they go by so fast. So I'm going to, Danny, I'm going to go ahead and get that live chat open. And I've explained it many times before. I usually have, I have 2 monitors. So if I'm looking this way, it's because I am reading your awesome chats. So let's go ahead and get this live chat open. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for visiting with us today. It's going to be pretty interesting doing a live chat podcast. Good morning, Tracy. Hi, Shirley. Aw, thanks, Danny. I'm so sorry. I can tell you what, I've already finished my dishcloth and I'm halfway. I did watch your Saturday's creation video. So that dishcloth is really nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. Hi, Margaret. Welcome to the live cast. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go turn that light off because it is really annoying. And I'm still in my PJs, so don't judge me. Okay. So, that's much better. Before we get started, hello. Thank you for coming, The Conscious Crafter. Welcome. I am so sorry. Let me explain what happened, but first I need something to drink. So, I usually, almost always, live stream after I drop my youngest brother off at the bus stop, which is around 6 to 7 o'clock. But ever since we've gotten the puppy and I've started working, I've been, driving my family around. I've been in a constant state of just fatigue. And today was really the only day that I actually got to sleep in until I wasn't tired. So I just woke up at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I do apologize about that. I wish there was a way that YouTube would allow me to tell you guys without having to make a little video that I won't be live streaming, or I'll be doing it later on, because honestly, I was just so exhausted. Taking care of a puppy is hard work, and it's hard work that I signed up for, but you know, until he learns us and his situation, he's gonna be psycho. Excuse me. So that's exactly it's okay. No, 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 it's fine. I felt terrible, but I just needed to get some sleep this morning. And I feel great. I still have morning voice, but I feel awesome. So I'm glad that you still came. Okay, so that's enough chatter. Let's get into some admin thingamabobs, and we'll be going. My photos on RG are not that fun, but thanks for checking them out. Awesome. And you guys know, when you're live streaming, gotta grab that whip to be working on so that we can get these things finished together. Okay, so I want to start with some admin things. And before, I want to talk about the blanket drive. So it's been going very well. I personally have 3 blankets started all at the same time. And I don't know why I always do that to myself, but they're all at the same time. And they're going along very well. I have one that is practically finished. I'm just doing a border. The other one is the one that I might frog, and then the one that you guys know is the Beautiful Shells blanket, which I'm still working on. It takes a lot of time to do that one. And I've gotten a lot of yarn donations and a lot of blanket donations, and then I still have people emailing me saying they want to send in blankets. So for right now, I really thank everybody who's been donating. Like, you guys are so amazing, and I'm gonna be just accumulating all the blankets, and then I will divvy them out and send them to the hospital. There is no deadline for anything. Take your time, put a lot of love into your craft, and then send it when you can. I plan on donating as long as I can. It's really nothing that is oh, I have to have it right now, like urgent. Also, I really want to give a shout out to Shirley for getting some friends together and for making the adult blankets, because along with 3 of the children's hospitals, we had one hospital where we wanted to make adult blankets. And there was someone else that I needed to shout out because she just emailed me. Charlotte, I got your email. I did respond. So thank you so much for donating a parent blanket. We have a lot of baby blankets being made. I'm personally making 3. Then Madeline sent 2. And then Marianne sent 2 as well. So if we could get some adult blankets being made, that would be awesome. I'm going to be trying to... Ooh, okay. Sorry, my iPad is on the fritz. I'm going to be trying to get one of my peoples to start making either strips or squares for the adult blankets. So at this point, because everything picked up so rapidly and I'm the only one with a lot of free time, I would really love pre-made blanket donations opposed to yarn, because it is just me on this end crafting, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, things in life happen. So that's our update for the blanket drive. Now, you guys know that I wanted to do a cow, and that I've been in the designing process for my cow. So I finished the pattern and I sent it out to the testers, and so far it's been great. Excuse me, I have morning everything, like it's bad. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna be on my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I will put that in the comment box. But on my Instagram, I posted some pictures that Madeline had sent me. I wish Madeline was here, of her progress. So I want to start the cowl on June 21st. That's the day after the summer solstice. And the top is called the summer solstice cover up. And I thought that it would be very fitting. And then I was just probably going to do it through, because the pattern doesn't take too long to do. So I was hoping, I was probably going to do about 3 weeks through July, when kids get out of school and people really start going to the beaches and stuff. Oh, I agree. I don't even get allergies like that, but when it's allergy season, I'm like, oh no, that's when I get sick. I don't get allergies, but because everyone else has allergies, I get sick throughout the spring, and it's just like, no, stop. So I completely understand. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was gonna do it through June and July. Once I get the patterns back, once I get the feedback back and I tweak my pattern and see where it's at, I will be releasing it on Ravelry. That will be our platform for the crochet along, and I hope that you all participate. It's going to be a lot of fun. There will be prizes, and I just think that it would be a lot of fun. Have you already given out the yarn requirements for the cowl pattern? Like, yes, in the written pattern, I have all of that stated. Now, I was going to weigh my skeins of yarn after I finished, because I did use 2 separate colors. I used 2 400-gram cones of peaches and cream. So I put all of that in the written pattern. If you would like me to release that earlier in a separate video specifically dedicated to the cowl and the rules and all of that, I will be more than happy to do that. I just have to find my scale so I can weigh my skein and see approximately how much yarn I had left and how much I used. But the preferred weight and type of yarn for worsted, no, not worsted, but a 4-ply cotton yarn. That's exactly what I used, and that's what got the effect that I wanted. So before I started, I was replying to an email, and Madeline and Jackie and Danielle, please don't worry about the cow, things. I understand, and I don't want you to feel rushed. Take your time, okay? They've been amazing, and the results have been amazing, and I want to thank them so much. So thank you to my 3 testers. I am looking for a 4th tester. If anyone would like to help out with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave the podcast email in the comment box. So go ahead and... Okay, so this first one that I'm releasing is my Instagram. I forgot to click the enter button. And the second one is going to be the podcast email. So if anyone would like to pattern test, I just need one more. Please let me know. Awesome, thank you. I've noticed that other people who run counts often give. Right. I totally understand. Once I get the patterns back, I'm getting them back. No, you don't need a specific skill level at all. It's very beginner friendly. And then you can always keep emailing me if you need help. I'm getting the pattern back very early, so I have about 1 to 2 weeks to release the rules and stuff. That's why, and then if not, I'll push it back, and so you guys can be prepared. But thank you for telling me that, Danny. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and release that earlier so that you guys actually have a lot of time. Thank you. And you just followed me on. I use my phone, so I get all the notifications. Okay, so that is pretty much it for our blanket drive and the crochet along. Now I would like to show you guys our mascot for our podcast. I can't show you him. You guys know Brody. I can't show you him right now because he literally made a mess all over the floor, and I was just so exhausted and I didn't clean it up. So, Brody, he's ignoring me. No, you're not being pushy. I've never done a crochet along before. So all this feedback and all the help that I can get, I highly appreciate. I don't no pushiness at all. I promise you. Like I literally all the information you guys give me, I suck it in. Just love it. You guys been doing this longer than me. You know, I'm new to the game. Brody. So our podcast mascot doesn't want to come, but I'll show you our other mascot. This is a gem because this perfectly describes my life. So, you guys know, if you are a returning subscriber, every time I would have tea, there was one specific mug that I would always use, and it was my mom's GCU mom cup. And she was always like, stop taking my cup, use your own cup. But I never had a really cool cup to have just for the podcast. So when we were out shopping, I saw the cutest mug that perfectly described me. And here it is. It says food, bed, Wi-Fi. Those are 3 words that I actively live by. And honestly, I knew that this mug was for me because it was the only one of its kind. It's a travel mug, so it comes with a top. I like to use it to keep the tea hotter, like as I'm sitting, and then also to help steep. So today's tea of choice it's called white tea. It's from Lipton, and it is blueberry pomegranate. And it smells delicious, so I am actually really, really excited to try it. And of course, it's seasoned with my sweetener of choice, agave nectar. You actually remembered that. And just like I thought, it's absolutely delicious. I can't believe you remembered that. I was kind of hoping everyone would forget. I don't know what to sing. I don't know what I would sing though. There's too many choices. See, that's why I don't sing. There's too many choices. Okay, so that was that. And I have rambled on for like 17 minutes and I haven't even gotten into any of the stuff. So let us start with the one half nearly there finished object that I do have. So this is a blanket that I am making using some yarn that Shirley sent. And it is a sunburst granny square. It's one large sunburst granny square. And I used 4 strands of yarn held together to get this, and this is what it looks like. I haven't really watched The Sound of Music. I literally just know the hills are alive with the sound of music. And then the song that they sang about the solfege. Okay, distractions. So this is 4 strands of yarn held together, and then when each ball of yarn would run out, I would just connect a new one and keep going and keep going. So if you guys can imagine, this is already pretty big. It's on me. It starts here like above my stomach, and it literally goes like at least 1 to 2 inches past my knees. And this took me 2 days to do. That's because I took a lot of unnecessary breaks. And honestly, I think that that's what I'm going to be doing with all the yarn that's sent in, holding 2 to 3 strands. 2 to 4 strands together so that so that I can get this result, because I actually really do like it. So for the border, because I grew it as big as I wanted to grow it, I am doing a scalloped edge. And for the border, I use some of the Red Heart Econo, and it's kind of sparkly, which is really, really, really nice. And then it has the Econo throughout. So this will probably most likely be finished today to go in to our blanket pile. I actually don't know that song. I love Sister Act. That's the where I first heard it from, but I've never actively learned the song. um, so with that, that's working better for me, and that actually goes into, I do have a stash enhancement, and it's not yarn. So another, I'm gonna show you keeping up with the blanket drive. The last couple live streams I've showed you guys this. Okay, I'll do that one. I'll do it from the Sound of Music though. I showed you guys this chevron blanket that I've been making because Marianne had made one and I loved it. The only issue is it's that I used a 6.5 millimeter hook for 2 strands of worsted weight for medium ply yarn, and it's way too tight, and honestly I wanted the stitches to be a little looser and airier, so I might just frog it and use a bigger hook size, because and then also it's kind of hard with the 6.5 working with these 2 strands together. I really don't want to frog it, but I'm not really liking the results. So another thing, also what I was thinking is finishing out this blue row and then just switching the size of the hook and not frogging it. So there's this one. I've actually haven't gotten much progress on it because I haven't really been loving it lately. But let me know, what do you guys think I should do? I don't want to frog it because it was a lot of work, but like I'm not happy with the way that it's turning out, and it's not like cozy and stuff like how I want it to be. Whoops. So that's like my only issue with that. Oops. There hasn't been any. I did get some yarn mail, and this came from Shirley. I showed you guys in the last live stream that I had. Oh, I must have taken it out. Where is it? It was the, I cannot find it. I had it in my bag. It was the card that with all the stickers on it, and oh, here it is. So Shirley sent me this card with all these cute little stickers on it, and also included inside, where are they? I usually like to keep things where they came from, but I had used these. Oh, barnacles. But I'm going to find them because I need them. Also included inside were those little green things that she had got me to keep the stitches on. I know, I saw your Saturday crafts episode and you brought out the whole bag of the what was I thinking. These was a whole bunch of these green things, which was awesome because for my 2 at a time socks I really needed some more. So I really don't think I'm gonna frog it, to be completely honest, Danny. Literally just gonna change the hook size. And then she put happy early birthday, happy pre-birthday from Shirley Knits. 1, 2, 3. So thank you so much. Like, that was really in my time of need. I really feel prepared to make all of my socks now. The only thing that I need to go get are sock blockers. Oh, I know. That's my dilemma. If you switch hooks, edges might start to get wonky. You're absolutely right. I'm going to give it a try for 1 row and see what happens. I don't even know. I really lost my train of thought, you guys. I'm still like sleep deprived. I don't really understand what I was just doing, but I am going to show you some more progress on my BS socks. So I moved the stitch marker up so that I could keep tracking my progress. And so far, this is what I have on my BS socks. Let me show you where the progress marker was before. This progress keeper, yes, I need to go get some sock blockers, wherever you would get them from. I'm pretty sure you can order them online though. But I get paid on the 9th, hopefully, if the car, no, not on the 9th, next payday. That's a whole nother story. But this is my progress so far. If you see this weird little, there's black, there's white, and then there's black on top, that's where the progress keeper was the last time I showed you guys these socks in one of our live stream. So I did all the way up to where it is now, and then I am continuing. So I'm almost to the heel. I measured my foot, and I have, give or take, 6 or 7 inches until it's time for me to do the heel. I love it too, but the only thing is, when I was doing these before, I had put the brown on the bottom and it pulled like in a stripy kind of way. It was really pretty. So I have about 6 to 7 more inches to go before it's time for me to do my heel. I remember I saw that. I told you, and I commented, I told you I just got my sock mojo, girl. That's it. So right now I'm about at 6 inches. Yeah, well, 5.5. And then it'll almost be time to do the heel in a couple more inches. So that's where I'm at with those. I love working on those, because just remembering when I first started to like looking at it now, you know, it's just really crazy to me, because like I can make socks now. I know how to do it, and I know how to do it consistently. Because an issue that I have is that I'll learn new things, but I'll learn it for like hypothetically 1 week, and then forget about it. But not with these socks, because I've been actively doing it. And then my final work in progress that I'm dedicating a lot of time to is my 2 at a time socks. And I don't think I've showed you guys the progress on this, but I have a lot to say about these socks. It has been a complete journey with these socks. I have screwed up these socks so bad, and so what I decided to do was literally just keep the mistakes. And honestly, it's only one sock that's messed up, but this, let me pull up the label. I lost the label and someone had asked me, but Shirley very kindly emailed it to me, and I do apologize I forgot to reply. So this is my pink socks. I need to get out of that, Danny. This is my pink socks, and the yarn is wool free. And the colorway is called Sweetly Colored number 103. And let me pull up the picture that she sent so I can show you guys. I'm gonna start doing show notes. Hopefully I remember. It's from Wisdom Yarns, and it's called Naked Socks. Sorry you can see the camera and all that, but that's exactly the brand that it is. Thank you for sending that to me, Shirley. And this is the progress that I have so far. This is 2 at a time. Excuse me. This is 2 at a time. And if you can tell, this is the good one because it looks good, and this is the derpy one. So what ended up happening was I had to take the front sock off because I, for at least for one row, forgot to increase on the back sock. And when I put these stitches back on, it was going so well until I got to like the last 3 or 4 stitches, and then all hell broke loose and they completely just, it was terrible. So if you look right here, it's very, very wonky on the side. Oh, let me move this string. It's very, very wonky on the side. Focus. And then on the other side, there's this stitch right here that is like super duper loose. And then instead of doing a regular increase, I did the twist, the leaning left increase, because I had accidentally dropped some stitches. So now the front of the sock looks kind of weird. But I'm going to be leaving all the mistakes in this one sock in, and continue on my journey to making them, because it's really not that noticeable to someone who hasn't been knitting socks. So I doubt anybody who doesn't know what they're supposed to look like will say anything about them, to be completely honest. So yeah, another thing that I wanted to talk about with 2 at a time socks is the yarn management is crazy. So if you had joined me for not the last live stream that I had, the one before the last live stream, you know that I had got an very intense tangle, and I ended up having to just frog it. I ended up having to cut the yarn, and now I have this really ugly knot in the back of my sock, which I do not like, not one bit. So I have no idea how to keep these yarn from tangling, because when you're doing 2 at a time socks, you have 2 balls going at once. And I showed you guys the cake that I did, the very bad one that I did. Sorry. And again, I'm untangling yarn. It gets really frustrating, and I don't like to work on these as much as I like to. So that's my only issue with doing 2 at a time. And then also, like, I forget to like increase on one side, or it's something stupid like that. But I know that's gonna come with experience. Yarn magic for 2 at a time intimidates me. Knots are downright evil. I have my husband untangling because I would end up throwing it against the wall. Exactly. I try to calm down and detangle because it gets very, very frustrating. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I definitely haven't been working on them as consistently as I've been working on my BS socks because of the whole yarn thing, and like, I'm afraid of it getting tangled again, and I hate having to cut my yarn and reattach. So that's the update with these guys. So now that I'm out of sock land, I'm going to show you the top that I'm making for my mom that I've been working on. The sad thing is I lost the hook that I was using. I was using a 5.5 millimeters hook, and I lost it. So there has been no I was using a 5 millimeter hook. There has been no work on this since I lost the hook, which frustrates me because I'm almost done. So this is the top that I'm making for my mom when we go out for her birthday dinner. We haven't done her birthday dinner yet because she's been working. So when she gets her 3 days off instead of the 2 days off, we are going to dedicate some time to doing that. But this is the top. Wait 1 second. Okay, that's a great. So keep each ball in a Ziploc bag. Now I have to go get some bags from the dollar store. But this is the top. It's so hard to show. It is 2 cups, and they are connected in the middle by chains and then 2 double crochet. And right now what I'm working on is the part that wraps around your back, and I need to go buy a zipper. So that's that. Let me see if I can. Like I said, I'm still in my PJs, so. But this is what it's gonna look like when everything is all said and done. And of course, it was made for her, so it's definitely gonna wear differently than it is on me. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then I have to put in all these strings. And then this part stretches around your back. And it'll zip in the front. Aunt Tracy, I've literally never ever used DPNs before because they really intimidated me. But honestly, I love knitting socks 2 at a time because that eliminates the second sock syndrome that I definitely am prone to having. So I would highly recommend knitting socks on circular needles. Yes, Tracy, it is one of my patterns. I literally sat there and created it as I was going. So there's no like, I just created it. I don't mind. Let me see. To be honest, I don't even remember how I even did it. Let me look at it. I'm doing great. Welcome, Valencia. Aw. But now you have to think about the whip that you want to work on, since you can't. This top is literally, okay, so I created the 2 cups. Then I did a band underneath to kind of straighten it out, but I kind of failed at that because the 2 sides are totally different. And then I connected, if you can see, I connected my yarn on one side. What did I do? Okay, so this is what I did. So I connected the yarn, and then I did a row of shell stitches down, and then cross. I chained across, did the shell stitches up, and then I cut the yarn. That's this super long string. And then I connected like 1 stitch after the shell stitch. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I really have no idea how I did this. I'm not even gonna lie. This looks so confusing to me. And I recreated it. I'm so sorry. Madeline, you're here. Oh, Tracy, magic loop is so easy. I promise. If you like carrying your needle, yeah, I dropped a needle out of my stitches. I really can't with DPNs. Like knitting with knitting straight with straight needles, it is too much for me, and I can only imagine using DPNs. I love magic loop. Madeline, what's up? I just told everybody about how awesome you are. I really don't remember how I did this, guys, and I'm so sorry. I would have done a pattern on it, but it kind of just came from the chrome dome, and I did what I wanted to do. Like, I wish I could show the pattern. Like, look at it. It's so prettyful with the chains and then this. It's definitely going to be really cute on my mom, because my mom is really cute. 2 at a time's not that bad. Because honestly, it's so easy, because once you're done with one sock, you're automatically set up to do the second sock. Like, if I wanted to fool around with these, like, you're doing, so you're doing magic loop, and then you literally just keep going down the side. You drop the yarn from this side, pick up the yarn from this sock, and keep going. Magic loop, pull your needle through, and you go back along this side. Finish this, drop this yarn, finish that. It's really easy. Super easy. Okay, so that's all for my whips, my works in progresses. Yep. I will show you. I cast on using the Turkish cast on. Let me get you the name of the tutorial on how I learn. I'm putting that in the comments right now. So if you go to her channel, her name is Yolanda from the Happy Knits podcast, and she is actually how I learned how to knit my socks. So she does a Turkish cast on with a Flegel heel, and her name is Happy Knit. Turkish cast on. Basically, instead of like if you knit it toe up, this is what the Turkish cast on looks like. This is the toe of my sock. That's it. And what you do is you take your needle and you wrap your yarn around it as many times as you want. She teaches you how to do 8. I personally did 10 wraps. And then it's really easy. I can't explain it, but she can definitely explain it to you better than I can. And I love that tutorial. Happy Knits. Search her. She also has a podcast with her son Jordan. And she has great tutorials on her channel as well. Oh, it's so good. Kiwi strawberry Gatorade. So, that's pretty much all that I have. I love her sock tutorial. How did you actually learn how to knit socks, Danny? Okay, so I showed this last time. This is my beautiful shells blanket that I haven't worked on. But I recently bought a bunch of cotton yarn, and I don't regret one bit of it. Okay, so Danny was asking about the cal and how much yarn to use and all of that. So this is one skein of the Peaches and Cream 100% USA cotton yarn. This is 400 grams, or it is 706 yards approximately, or 645 meters. I used 2 of these to create my top because I wanted different color. From my book oh yeah. So from that, this was my main color, and this was my accent color. In creating the top for a 3X person, this is what I have left. Cool. Texas? I think she's from Texas. I love Happy Knits too. I love that she podcasts with her son. So this is approximately how much you're gonna have left. And like I said, I really wanted to right, Madeline? It's a lot. You really, for the pattern, you really don't use a lot. So yeah, I was so nervous as I was crocheting that I went out and I got more because I thought that I was gonna need more. And because I was there, I got even more. But because I have zero self-control, so I have all of this 100% cotton yarn from the brand Peaches and Cream, all 400 grams. Yeah. So promise you guys, you really won't be using all of that yarn. And for 3, because I bought 3 because this color is going to be something else that I've been designing. I'm going to be doing a whole summer solstice line. The top just kind of started it, the cover up, I mean. For 3 cones at my local Walmart of this, there was $7, a little bit over $7 each. I spent $28. So this crochet along is pretty cheap. It really is. It's pretty darn cheap. Okay, sorry. I have to finagle all of this yarn back into this bag that I had it in. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, that's how much of the cotton yarn that I have. Hello from Vegas. Madeline, what brand did you use? They do last forever. This is the first time I've actually done that. So now I have to make some more things. I think because I'm like not busy today, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I am going, because like I stated before, I really want to do a summer solstice summer line. The cover up was just part 1 in the line. Oh, Madeline, I did get your email. It's just that it came when I started the podcast, so I haven't had time to respond to it, but I read it, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm calling for just one more tester to let see how many people out of the people that I chose understand it how I understand it, because Madeline, from my thinking, we run on the same brain wavelength, because I wrote it how I would understand it, but that doesn't always, benefit other people. So it seems like we read patterns the same. So I just wanted one extra person to see if it actually made sense, because I kind of want to leave it the same, but I am very, very, very open to changing it so that everyone can understand. Okay. So, honestly, that is it. Ooh, Dallas. My aunt lives in Tyler, Texas. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm still surprised. Like, that's the only part you needed help on, girl. I'm telling you, when I was writing this pattern, I was like, nobody's gonna understand this. You understand it because this is like, it's your work in your brain. I was really, really concerned for when I was trying to explain how to split for the V-neck, like folded seams towards you, and I was like, does that even make sense? So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do hope that a lot of you join in on our cow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, what I forgot to mention is I kind of want to do multiple prize winners. So if anyone would like to donate a prize to the cow, that would be awesome, 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 so that we could have multiple winners and not just one specific winner. So if anyone would like to donate a prize to the cow, which you can also still win even if you donated, I'm pretty much the only person that can participate but not win anything in the cow. I would really appreciate that. So I have rambled on about absolutely nothing for 48 minutes and 25 seconds. This was our first ever live cast, and it's awesome. And I'm glad Madeline's here now, because she was the one that suggested that we do these live podcasts. And honestly, I love it. I love it. Love it. It's so awesome having you guys here in real time. And then it's also good that people who weren't able to participate can still understand and watch the video. So thank you so much, Madeline, because this was her idea. She's so awesome. Madeline says, really, it is good. I normally shy away from patterns, my lack of understanding, or the pattern instructions. Exactly. I don't normally read patterns either, because I need it on my level. Brody, our crochet corner mascot, is just wiggling and flangling around. Anybody doing Irish crochet found a pattern to try? I have not done Irish crochet. You're welcome, Valencia. glad you came too. It's so awesome seeing new faces and new people coming out to the podcast. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sorry. My leg is itchy. It's so awesome that you guys were able to join me, and for everyone who's been here since I started, I really appreciate you guys. And I'm glad that you guys are so understanding. I was so exhausted this morning. I just couldn't. And I was like, they understand. They got my back. So, I can't do my cute little intro. And I can't do my, how I like to edit at the end of the video. So I really do like doing that, and I do like filming in the crochet corner. So I'm most likely this will probably be the only live cast that I do. I did enjoy it, but for my podcast, I really like having the intro and then the ending and being able to edit, because honestly I do a lot of stupid stuff and I don't want you guys to see that. So I am going to go ahead and end our live stream here. I have had so much fun, you guys. It's been great, and I do plan on doing live streams at least 3 times a week. So thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with me at the I can't do it. Singing. I'm not ready yet. My my voice isn't ready. It's really not ready yet. Hi Peggy. My voice isn't ready and I don't have a song prepared to sing. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out with me, and I will do you one better, Shirley. I will upload a singing video, and I will have a song prepared, and I will upload it on my channel. I'm not being a diva. No. Yeah, I'm not being a diva. I will have a singing video with my face, and it'll be awesome, and I'm gonna have a whole song prepared. Okay, I'm actually gonna work on that right now before I start crafting. Shirley, I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna dedicate it completely to the crochet corner because I love you guys so much. So everybody, thank you for coming out, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.